Hello again, Dinky Danny here, and welcome to another episode. Today I've got some great news to share with all of you. I'm now a YouTube partner. I'm pretty excited about it, so I figured I'd put up this video and explain a little bit about what that means and how it might help me in the future. The first thing you're probably going to notice is there are going to be ads on my videos like the one you just saw at the beginning of this video. I know these ads can be a little bit annoying, but I'm really hoping they help me out in the future. You all know that I like to do giveaways, and every time I do a giveaway, the money always comes directly from my pocket, or I'll give up games from my collection. So hopefully this partnership will allow me to do more giveaways, and be able to get a little bit more money to do better giveaways. The next thing that I'm really looking forward to from partnership is I'll be able to link my Twitter and Facebook pages directly from my YouTube page. I just started using Twitter a few months ago, and at first I wasn't really big into it, but recently I've been using it a lot more. It's a great way to get in touch with me, and I've been using it to talk with a lot more of my subscribers. I have my Twitter go directly to my phone, so anytime you write me a comment or a question on Twitter, I can answer it almost instantly, and I just have a lot of fun being able to communicate with everyone in a much easier way than answering YouTube comments. So I'll have that linked on my channel once I get it set up, and also Facebook. I've been using Facebook for a long time, but I've only recently just started using the chat feature. I've been talking to YouTubers like The Completionist and Game Master 600 VG, and it's just really nice having a conversation more in live time than writing comments back and forth. So if you're on Facebook, write me a message and I'll be sure to reply back to you. So those are the things that I'm looking forward to from this partnership. I'm really hoping it'll help my channel out in the future and also help me get in touch with a lot more of you. There are a lot of features that I still don't even know what they are. I can add different features to my channel to make it look better, add links and all that stuff. So I'm going to be going through that in the future, trying to figure that out. But I just wanted to put this video up and explain a little bit about it and show you that I'm pretty excited about it. So for the rest of this video, I have a bunch of questions from all of you. I'm just going to go through, answer some more of your questions, and hopefully you guys like them. The first question comes from Mike Justison Films, and his question is, if you could choose one game from the NES getting a big remake with HD and 3D, what would it be? And for me, that would definitely be Zelda 2. I've already heard that if they're going to be doing a 3D remake on the Nintendo 3DS, and that is my most anticipated game for the 3DS. It's kind of pathetic, all these new games coming out, but if they bring out Zelda 2 in 3D, oh man, I just love to play that. So my most anticipated game for the Nintendo 3DS, hopefully they make it, and if I could have one remade Nintendo game, that's what it would be. The next question comes from Golden Jellybean or Full Metal Piglet, and her first question is, what foods do you love or hate? And the first thing that I absolutely love, you might know because you went to Penn State, there's a restaurant up there called Big Bowl, and they serve these huge noodle bowls with crispy chicken on top, and I absolutely love it. It's one of my favorite meals, and every time I go back to Penn State, I always go to Big Bowl and order the same exact thing. Another food that I really love is gummy bears or gummy worms, and foods that I hate, Brussels sprouts, they're just nasty, and pears. I like all of the fruits, but I just can't stand pears. Her next question is, what video game would you like to see made into a movie? And I already mentioned before that I don't think any video game should be made into movies. I don't really like any of them, and I don't think any of them turn out well. But if I had to choose one movie that I see in my head that could be really good, I would love to see a Shadow of the Colossus movie, but it would have to be a silent film. I haven't seen silent films in forever, but I think if somebody took it right and did a Shadow of the Colossus movie in silent film, they could do a decent job. And it's rumored that there's a Shadow of the Colossus movie already in the works, and I really hope that it's not, because I'm pretty sure they're going to mess it up. The next questions come from Live Valiant, and they ask, what game ending is your favorite? I think my favorite video game ending of all time is Final Fantasy VIII. I absolutely love that ending, just how it's all pieced together with all the other characters. And then during the credits, they even show as if someone's using a camcorder. And I just really enjoyed it when I saw it, and I always love going back and watching it again. So that would probably be my favorite game ending. And their next question is, any game you wish that you could have that you haven't got, a holy grail game, so to speak. And I did have one of those, and I just recently got it, and it's up on the shelf right there, Panzer Dragoon Saga. I've always wanted that game, and I just recently got it, so I'm going to have to start playing through it. I've made it completely through the first disc, so looking forward to finishing it. The next question comes from Kawaii Princess 01. Her question is, I'd like to know what game fills you with the most nostalgia. Perhaps when you hear the music or see something related to the game, it just overwhelms you with memories, good or bad. What game does that to you? And it's definitely Zelda. I've said this in the past, it's my favorite game of all time. I keep repeating it. But anytime I hear any of the Zelda themes from 1 or 2, I just always think back and just completely love that game. But for a more unique answer, there's a game that I used to always play over my grandma's on the Commodore 64 called Sammy Lightfoot. And nobody seems to have heard of this game. I've been trying to track down a copy of it. I have one for the ColecoVision, but I've been trying to find it for the Commodore 64 and can't find it anywhere. But the sound effects in that game, I just found so funny both as a kid and now. So when I hear those sound effects, I just can't stop laughing there. I just love them. The next question comes from Cage137, and his question is, who's your favorite composer? As for modern composers, my favorite would have to be Yoko Kanno. She deals more with anime than video games, but she's also worked on video games, and I just love everything she's done. My favorite being the Cowboy Bebop soundtrack. She's also done Wolf's Rain, Genesis of Aquarian, Ghost in the Shell, and if you haven't heard of Yoko Kanno, type into YouTube or Google her and check out some of the music she's done. It's just incredible. I absolutely love it. For strictly video games, my favorite composer would be Koji Kondo. He does Mario and Zelda, all the classics. The next question comes from Steve Benway, and I can't help laughing as I read this off. His question is, now, is the wardrobe inside the bouncy castle, or is the bouncy castle inside the wardrobe? So, of course the wardrobe is inside the bouncy castle. I can't believe you don't even know that. Oh man, you crack me up. Have me laughing. Next question comes from Ben Saturn, and he asks, have you ever been outside the U.S. for vacation? And yes, I have. I've been to Canada, France, England, and Ireland. The next question comes from Retro Roadshow, and it's a really important one. You and I wake up in a jail cell together wearing clown outfits with no recollection of the previous night's events. What are the first 5 words out of your mouth? Dude, that was a blast. Awesome question, man. That was a good one. Next question comes from Twirup, and his question is, what are your top 5 favorite movies? And most of you will probably know all these. They're not in any particular order, but Back to the Future, that's a classic. Star Wars, Casablanca, It's a Wonderful Life, and the one that nobody ever seems to know is The Treasure of the Sierra Madre with Humphrey Bogart. I absolutely love that film. Next question comes from the Atari Junkie, and he says, have to ask, what made you get into game collecting? And honestly, I can't even pinpoint it. I've been playing games for so long, and I guess the thing that made me get into collecting is as I was growing up, I never threw anything away or traded it. So all of those games that I had growing up, I still have, and it's just been a collection my entire life. So now that I have some money to be buying some more games, it's just getting bigger and better. So I hope you guys enjoyed the answers to those questions, and I really appreciate all the support and all the subscribers and everyone watching my videos. I can't believe I got partnership. It's a really big deal to me. I'm really excited about it, and I hope it can help me improve my channel in the future and hopefully make things a lot better for all of you, my viewers. So I'm Dinky Dana. Really appreciate the support, and thanks for watching.